All right. You could fast forward this part. I saw somebody write a comment. Why can't you guys just get to the message already? I think that I get to the message as soon as I possibly can. However, if you're in the beginning of this and you're like, oh, why is she talking in the beginning? Why does she just get to the message? Just fast forward this part. That's it. You have a finger. It works. Use it. Anyway, because I seen that comment, I'm like, why don't people just get to the message? If anything, I'm the one person here who tries to get to the message as fast as I possibly can, but I also want to wait for people to come into the live so that a lot of people don't miss the message, even though they can watch it later. A lot of people will miss the message because they didn't see it and then they don't have time to watch it later. So, okay, so now that we touched on that, let's talk about what's going on here with this energy. So, like I said, I'm waiting for a few more people to jump on. Good morning, guys. 11 late to you guys. It's 9:30 a.m. in New York. I woke up today. My back is hurting again. I need to get chiropractic, but I can't do anything. This breast reduction surgery heals, and it's been rough for that. Let me see if I put this on, if you guys can hear me better. Hold on. Can you hear me better like this? Is it a better quality like that? Can you hear better? Let me know if you guys can hear me better. Perfect. 14:35 in UK. I don't know how to read that time. I wouldn't know what time that means. 14:35. I know it's stupid, but Americans are dumb. Don't blame us. Blame our country. No. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Shannon. Okay. Let me just get into it because I wanted to tell you guys what's been going on, right? So Spirit was like telling me about people wanting things to come now, like you wanting everything to come now. You're like, but I want it to come now. I want it to happen now. I wanted to do it now. And you wanted to create, you wanted to start creating now. Okay. Yeah. I'm 42, but like everything hurts, but like it's because I also had big breasts my whole life. So I have a lot of back problems from that. And now that my breasts are smaller, I can't really stretch at all because the stitches. So I have to stay like down like this. So it's making my neck hurt even more. But that too shall pass. Within a few, by the middle of November, I'll feel more like, okay, I can stretch my arms, because I usually do my arms on the door and hang off the door to stretch my neck and my back. So yeah, usually it works out like that. All right. Now it says on the thing, what did I say? I said, don't be upset. It just wasn't time yet. So I'm driving and I'm asking like Spirit, what's going on? Like, why are we feeling like this? I'm drinking my juice I made last night. I made a pomegranate. I juiced at home pomegranate and cranberry juice. Oh, it's super sweet, but it's good. It helped clean out my gut last night too. All right. Why are people feeling like this? What's going on? Like, why do I feel like this? And they're just like, when you want to do something so bad, you're just like, I want to do it. I want to do it. And Spirit's like, it's not time. It's not time. And you're like, but it is time. Like, it's not time. Trust me, it's not time. And at first, like you thought you were being lazy. I'm hearing, and you thought that you were not getting anything done, and you were just being stagnant. But you weren't. You need to understand that it's not time yet. Like, in order for something to take place, like in order for something to be created, in order for something to happen, it has to be time for it to happen. Like the time has to be right. Then you think like, oh, why is it not happening right now, right? And then you look at the situation and you come back to it and you go, oh, I know why it's not happening. I didn't know that like this, and I'm not gonna say like this the mean way, but like I didn't know that my father was gonna pass away or my mother was gonna die. Also, I have another message for you. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Because let me just tell you something, first of all. This morning, I had to do something that was kind of difficult for me. And those of you who have a father who died in the spirit world and you still feel like their energy is around you, can you raise your hand if that's you? Anybody here? You'd be cooler if you were trans. I am trans, bro. I'm a fucking man in a woman's body. What are you talking about? Don't you see that? You don't see that I'm a whole dude in a woman's body? Are you blind or deaf? Which one? I got a man's voice and everything. A lot of gay guys try to sleep with me because of it too. It's a very annoying, but it happens all the time. Okay, now let's get back to seriousness. Who has a dad who's in the spirit world that feels like their father is still around them? Smoking a, I'm smoking Malayan leaf tea. I don't smoke weed. Okay, I do me. I do. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something that's a little tough right now. Okay, how can I put this so I could stop moving it? Let me know if you guys can hear me good like this. Can you hear me good like this? Yeah. Okay. Colleen, I like you too. Okay, listen now. For real, seriously. I'm a medium, channeler, psychic, healer. Just listen because this is a message. So this morning I drove off from my house, right? I drove from my house, right? Yes, I am very hood. I look hood right now. I'm about to transform myself though. I'm dyeing my hair later. I'm gonna take a shower, get girly, and you're gonna see a difference. It's like from man to woman. Okay, seriously. Stop. Stop. That's why I don't read the comments. Stop. Okay? You guys are goofy as hell. Stop it. Okay. If you have a father in the spirit world who died of a way that you just like, it was not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? It was not in a good way. Like, basically, especially if there's an overdose situation or drugs involved, alcoholism. Um, like I said, if you have a father in the spirit world that was an alcoholic, drug addict, or died of an overdose or heart attack or something like this, right? In these lines, along these lines, okay? I'm hearing several different reasons, but drugs and alcoholism had a lot to do with it, and especially an overdose. I'm hearing that especially. This man's energy is around you. It affects your aura. Actually, their addictions are affecting you. So if you see overdose on pills, whatever, okay, that's okay, not yours. But what I'm saying to you, this is not a dad that died and he was like, listen, I'm not talking to you guys if your dad died and he's like a good guy and he like was there for you. You know what I'm saying? And like he wasn't in the mafia. Like I'm talking to us. Listen to me. I'm talking to us people who had dads who was in the mafia, who was alcoholics, drug addicts, who was fucking selling weed, selling drugs. I'm talking to those people. Okay? Your dad was ghetto. All right? That's what I'm talking to. I'm hearing beat your mom. I hate to say it like this. This is the message. This is the message. This is tough. It's tough. But I'm going to tell you. There you go. Here we go. Everybody's saying, I see a lot of comments and stuff like that. Smoking and coughing. It comes usually smoking. Coughing comes with smoking. Yes. Good job, Captain Obvious. Good job. All right. So I this morning left my crib, left my house, and drove to the store. And on the way, I stopped the car and I said, "Hey, Dad, if you're around me, my brothers or sisters, my brothers or sister, it's time for you to go. You need to go. As much as I love you, as much as I care about you, it's time for you to move on to the love and the light. Go find your way, find your purpose besides standing around your family members and, bringing your addictive behaviors around us and causing others to gamble, your gambling addictions. It was affecting somebody in my family, I know. other addictions, you're affecting people like that. And as a father, and whether you're in a dark space or not, and I have seen him in a dark space in the astral, in the spirit world. And as much as I'm not talking shit about my dad, because guess what? He's my father and I love him and I'm always gonna love him. But he needs to hear this because you need to talk to your father, okay? You need to talk to him. And he's gotta go. I'm so sorry to say it's like this, but you gotta tell him to leave. He's gotta go. He's affecting your whole shit, bro. Your aura, your energy, addictions, gambling. I mean, bro, to the point where sometimes, like, even your anger issues, I'm hearing your anger issues as well. Like, he affects your anger issues. Listen, and you know what's crazy is because I have been rooting for my dad since I was like, I don't know, since I first started this spiritual awakening thing. I was rooting for my dad. I would have birthday parties for him. I would put some Hennessy down on the table for him, a cigarette, some coffee, and have him have a party with him and his friends. And then I realized something. What am I doing? Like recently, like the past 3 years, I realized I'm not doing that no more because when I was inviting him there, I was also inviting the dark entities he hangs out with because he's a dark person. He was a violent person, not towards us, the kids, at all, ever. He treated us kids so good. I remember him being loving towards us and all that. But he was a violent person. He basically committed crimes and did shit like that, like, burned this pizzeria down to collect insurance money, things like this, like, which fine, like, I'm not even judging all that because I don't care. Like, oh well, whatever, it was the 70s, the 60s, the 70s, I mean, the 70s and the 80s. Like, of course they were doing shit like that, criminal shit. It was easy back then, right? I'm not even judging all that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying here is that your dad in the spirit world, and you can sense them around. I'm not talking to you like, no, my dad was fine. Like, even if your dad was around you and he was a good person, he's around you now, he's protecting, he's watching over you. And yeah, even though he's in a dark space, he still tries to protect you and watch out for you. And he like yells at other people, like when they do shit with you and stuff like that. Cause I remember one of my friends saying to me, and I'll never fucking forget this, she said to me, yo, Flo, because this was at a time when I was like wilding out and I was out in the streets bugging out, right? Just doing crazy shit. She calls me up one night. She had left me. That night we got into an argument. This is my girl. She was my girl. She wasn't my friend. I was dating her. But I looked at her as a friend. She saw we were dating. It was like a whole confusion. Anyway, she left me one night. We got mad at each other and she left me out in Manhattan in the streets with I didn't have no money on me because my money was in her car. My cell phone was I don't know where the fuck it was in her car somewhere. And she just left. And I'm standing out there in Manhattan for hours by myself until I saw one of my peoples and he was like, "Yo, were you good?" I was like, "No, can you call this bitch?" And he called her. She wouldn't answer the phone. And then the next day, he took me home. I went home. The next day, I called her from my house. She goes, "I got to tell you something. Yo, last night, your dad, I saw him in my room. His spirit, he came." She said, "I was sleeping. I opened my eyes and saw his face. And he said to me, 'You fucking bitch, you left my daughter.'" And he screamed at me in my face as a spirit. Like, he's dead. And she saw him scream at her. I add him into my meditation. This is why I can't shake this bad entity. I'm telling you right now, listen, I'm not adding nobody into my meditations. I'm going to pray for you and that's it. I love you, Father. You're my father. You birthed me. It was your sperm who brought me into this world. Thank you so much. But if you're around me, causing me to do stupid shit, then I don't want you around me no more. That's how you have to talk to him. I know it's hard, you guys. Trust me, you're talking to person, preaching to the choir. I know it's hard. Some of you, if it's your mom too, I don't care who it is, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your cousins, your friends who died in the spirit. They died. They don't automatically go to heaven. Don't be delusional out here. Like, I'm getting hot, sweaty talking about this. My neck is burning because they don't automatically go to heaven. I'm sorry to break the news to you as a person who's a strong medium. I have to tell you that that's why I stopped doing private readings because people had entity attachments to them and I can tune into that vibration and I get very, very depressed, down, tired, drained. I feel it. 3, 4 days before I'm about to do someone's reading. That's why I stopped doing personal readings. 3 or 4 days before I'm going to do somebody's private reading, their entities, their energy, their spirits, their ancestors, everybody's trying to talk to me all at once. And all I'm feeling is up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And it was absolutely unfucking believable how frustrating it was to go through this. This is why a lot of readers right now are not doing private readings anymore, because a lot of people have entity attachments and they think these entity attachments are like random demons in the streets. No, they're family members. They're people that you love. They're people that you care about. They're people that you love, bro. You love these people. You don't want to see them as dark entities. You don't want to see them as demonic or negative or mean, or you don't want to see that in them, but you have to see that in them. You have to, sometimes you have to open your eyes and say, you know what? My mom was an evil bitch when she was here on earth. What makes me think that she changed in the spirit world? Don't get it twisted. Many of them are learning lessons and they have moved on to learn the lessons, but so many of them are not. I have seen many, many family members in the same place in the astrals over and over and over again. I have visited them, and they are, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are in very low astral realms. Super, so low that when I go to them in my sleep and I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I wake up like, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. Oh God, I'm nauseous. And I'm like, what just happened? I don't know. Your soul got sucked into the lowest level of dimensions to go visit your family members because you thought they were good. You love your family members, so you're trying to go visit them in the spirit world, and but you're not understanding that a lot of them are not in a good place. And here you are, constantly inviting them into your energy. You're talking about, that's why I don't do ofrendas and altars, and that's why I don't do that shit. And people are like, oh, somebody goes to me, well, you should have an altar. And this is what, yeah, an altar. Sure. I'll have an altar and it'll be like some bay leaves or cinnamon or a candle or some crystals. And that's it. I'm not having pictures of family members there. I'm not having pictures of spirit there. I'm not having, like icons of like any Archangel Michaels and Jesuses and Marys. I don't need none of that. Maybe I'll have like a cute little angel there. That's about it. A pretty angel with wings and a dress on or some shit like that. And that's it. That's it. I'm sorry. Because all of this shit you're invited into your home, you don't know where they're coming from. What are you doing? Do you have any clue where any of these come from? Because I don't. I literally don't. I really don't know. Look what the lady breaks open a Jesus Christ thing. And he's in a church, by the way. Jesus Christ thing. And she breaks it open. Right? She gets it, brings it to her home. Somebody gave it to her from the church. She takes it to her home. A Hispanic woman breaks it open, and inside of there was Jesus Christ upside down, hanging. Ooh, I'm getting the chills thinking about it. Clear it, clear it, clear it. Like I'm hearing that right now. Doesn't it say in your things, do not worship idols and things like this? Don't. I'm just, I got the chills. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. That's why I don't fuck with that shit no more. I used to do that shit for my family members. Like my grandmother, sometimes I'll make her a coffee and a cake for her birthday. That's about it, because my grandmother was, no matter what she is in the spirit world, she always was a loving woman. In this lifetime, she was psychotic. She chased me around with a knife a couple of times, but she loved us and she took care of us and she tried to be there for us. But she had to chase around with a knife because we were crazy as shit. We were breaking windows and fighting and all that. So she had to come up there like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. So yeah, I respect that. But my grandmother is somebody like my grandmother and my grandmother's sister, my grandfather's father. These people, no matter what in this life, they were good people. They were good to us. Yo, I'm telling you right now, this is a message that I will have to say. This is what's happening in October. So many of us are releasing so many entities, and we don't even know it's the people that we love the most that we have to release. Yeah, yeah. The people we love the most, the people we tried so hard to stay connected to and to show so much love to. Thank you, spirit. Because I got one spirit entity hitting my ear going, no, Stella, don't fucking say that. And then I got another one going, that's right. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. You see what I'm saying to you? That's why, yeah, this is why I tell you don't get into no readings and none of that shit or people reading because if they can't distinguish between the negative entity and the positive entity, see, my spirit team is so powerful that any negative entity that hits my left ear and tries to touch me and go, no, that's not true. And then I have my spirit guides and they'll lightly touch me on the eyebrow right here, like, you're right, keep talking. Don't listen to those people. And I'm not going to. And love and light to you and love and light to you, but they're mad. Thank you. There they go, hitting me in the right fucking ear again. Because here's what I'm gonna tell you. I know. I don't say shit for no reason. I make sure I focus my energy completely on it in order to give you guys the correct message, not to just talk out my ass because I'm bored and I need views. Like most of these motherfuckers out here. I don't care. You don't like it, go away, because that means that you can't handle your demons can't handle my spirit. Honey, if you don't like me, your demonic entities cannot stand me because I'm telling you exactly who they are right now. That's why many people logged out. Their entities were like, no, she's lying, get out of here. You think I don't know? That's why I don't care if there's two people in my life. I never cared. You know why? Because those two people don't have those entities telling him or her, don't, no, she's lying. She's a liar. Okay. I'm a liar then. Then I'll be a liar who tells the truth. You feel what I'm saying to you? Because they're running rampant right now. The entities are running rampant. This is October. The veil is like this thin. Last night, I even, listen to me, hear me. I thought about it. I didn't do it. I thought about it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to break free from all these entities now. Like, I don't know where they're coming from or what they're doing or why they're here. But I'm gonna break free from all these entities. All that other shit I was doing, what the fuck was I thinking? Why was I doing that? And I thought about it. And I fell asleep for a second. You know, when you're like, oh. And I woke, like when I was being woken up by the entity was like, no! Like he screamed so loud and demonic, like, oh. Mm. It was so demonic. Because they were mad. Like I get the chills while I'm saying this to you. Oh my God, I could feel chills in every part of my body. Like, oh, where my stitches are. Oh my God. We're not afraid though. That's the thing. We clear you. Like we're done. We're done. That's it. We're done. We're done. We woke up. I'm sorry, but it's over. Those of you who smoke, I hope you do what I do. I'll be pushing that smoke out until the very end. I'm like looking like a retard and shit, but I don't care because I'm not inhaling that. I'm not letting my lungs sit with that for a while. What heard a channeler say that all the Atlanteans are here now. So that means all whom were altering themselves instead of true divine rituals, etc. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Listen, here's the fucking funny thing about the things that I do. I'll say stuff like this and I'll be like, was I like saying no? I already know I'm not just saying shit because then I'll watch some random channeler, like some pretty little white girl, and she's like, hello, I'm the Pleiadian, and I'm da, 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 da. And I'm like, damn, this bitch is saying everything I'm saying. Never mind, just sounds really ghetto. That's the only difference. She's just like really like fancy about it, using big Harvard words, and I'm here like, fuck those motherfuckers. Like, it's totally like I'm here seeing something that says Angry Orchard right there, and then the name Victoria. It's fucking hilarious. Like, I just it's like I'm the ghetto version of them. Like, and then I find them saying that like a week after I just channeled it, except for like many people won't watch me because I'm not like, hello, I am an Arcturian Pleiadian. I'm like, yo, what's up, bitch? I'm from the Arcturian Pleiadian Council and I got something to say. So all the scary people are like, oh, she scares me. Get out of her. Get out of here. She's weird. Look at her hair. Look, oh, she's you know what I'm saying? But I don't care. What will be this month is release of the entities. That is the theme of the month. I swear to God. Little fire thing. I'm telling you, that's the fucking energy of the month. At least you know if you're with me, you're highly protected. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, people be like, if they're I remember this lady on the airplane, she was like, I'm really scared of flying. I looked at her, I was like, lady. She was like, yeah, I was like, you're not gonna die today. You wanna know why? She goes, why? I said, because I'm here. She was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm not dying. Trust me. I know. I see the future. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I'm a psychic medium. I'm not dying today. I already know when I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be very old, and if I'm not dying, that means you're not dying, and there's no way this plane's gonna crash and I'm gonna live and everybody else is gonna die, right? She's like, no. I'm like, okay then, don't worry about it. I got it. I have a team of angels around us. You're good. Stop being worried. That's it. Have a drink, go to sleep. And did what? What did she do? Drank a little drink, and she said, and I was like looking at her on the way. I was like, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love myself. That's why I tell people, don't ever expect to come out with me and something bad's gonna happen to you because I see it before it's coming. Don't even think that I don't know what the fuck time it is. I know already before it's coming. I don't have time to be thinking. My guides don't waste no time. They just be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Cops are coming. Or, you know what I'm saying to you? They'll tell me way ahead of time. I don't gotta waste no time. No. And the fucking worst part about it is that when I go around people who are in relationships and like I know that they're not gonna work, like spirit will start telling me right away. This guy's cheating on her. He's gonna use her for her money. Blah, 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 blah. I remember this girl. Look at that. It's 10 a.m. and I see 5-5 right there. Look at that. See that? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I just got a phone call. Oh, and others of you, your mom is very karmic. I'm talking extremely karmico, tóxico, muy tóxico, estúpida, puta, maricón, jueves, motos, cacapupu. Okay? As much as you love that bitch too, she's a fucking mess. You need to fucking get away from her. I'm sorry. Why does my money smell like cologne? Was there someone in here? Tóxico, puta, sucia, maricón, chingano, chingano. How do the Mexicans say it? Mama huevo. Okay, let me see here. 20, 25, 30, 35, 25, 25, 30. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got working with you. Oh, my foot, you motherfucking old people shit. I hate it. I. Oh, ah, oh, mommy. Oh, I need those ice baths, bro. I gotta get in the ice baths. Hold on, 1 second. You have to go to the store. Oh my god, there's nothing. Shit. 1 second. That's the only ones you have, right? No more? Okay. Give me the 5-pack black. Hold on, guys. Don't go nowhere. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, for mothers, these mothers. All right. I wanted to tell you all this because somebody needs to hear it. My mom's Puerto Rican. That's funny because I don't know why I just started calling her Spanish names. But I'm saying, you know what it is about her? You love her, you care about her and shit, and you feel like sometimes you feel bad for her because of the way that she holds herself. I'm hearing depression, freaking laziness, like overeating. I'm hearing just a lot of like toxic, like shopping for no reason. Bitch, you are not going nowhere. What are you buying clothes for? Like, I've been telling my mom, what are you buying clothes for? I said, you don't leave that couch. I don't know. What if I gotta go somewhere? Where are you going? Where? Tell me where you're going. Go ahead, tell me. You just want to spend money. And you know what? Another thing that's toxic about them, our parents. Another thing that's toxic about them, Here I fucking am. Every dollar I get from child support, I save for my daughter. What are you doing for our future? Are you saving for your kids? Do you even care? Do you even know that when do you even do the research that I do? Like, if you leave your kid a house, right? They could inherit your debt, your mortgage payments, your taxes, your HOS fees, and all of this shit. And you have to put everything in a trust, because if it's not in a trust, basically your kids are going to inherit your debt instead of your house, and it's going to be sitting there for years. Your house could be worth $3 million. They might take fucking $2 million out of the taxes and fees because you didn't make sure you went to a lawyer and put everything in a trust. What are you doing? Are you doing anything for your kids' future? Do you even care? A comment. This is a comment. And I'm not judging my mom or anybody else. I'm just